That's right. Eagles Web Boxing. Check it out now. Yeah, that's right. We back in here. Yeah, we back. Nah, I didn't hide out. I got caught up. I was a little bit behind. I got this, I got something coming up. I got this I got this lecture stuff coming. I got this, this lecture coming up. So I've been trying to figure stuff out with that. I'm way behind on that just for being busy. I see I did D-Ray promotion. He said like button. That's right. He said he hit the like button already. He said he said keep it lit. Eagles Way of Boxing. That's right. They know what's up. They know what's up, bro. I don't think people don't know. Cause you gotta look at it like this, D-Ray. Look at it like this, brother. There's so many people come up in here, right? But how many people actually land in Eagles Web? How many people actually land up in Eagles Web? The majority of the people that land up in Eagles Web, all you see is mods. That's all you see. You don't see people that come in here for discussion. Salute to Derek Betty out there. You don't see a lot of people coming. Derek here all the time. You don't see nobody that land up in here for a discussion. Nobody lands in here for a discussion. Yeah, I'm a little bit late, brother. I was doing like an outline for this for my lecture and stuff, man. I got caught up. I had to get that done. I had to get that sent off in the email. So my apologies for being late, y'all. Because I really don't have as much time, but at least I'm up in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said, you late, Eagle. Yeah, but he's wait. But as long as you waited, I mean, I didn't put out anything. If I put something out there and say that I'm not going to be in here, then, that's different. But we know what it is up in Eagles Web Boxing. Everybody know. Everybody already know. Y'all know already. I don't have to even say it, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all know what they do. You know that. You know what's going down. It's not like it's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. No, it's not no mystery. We know what's up. Cause y'all see people flashing in and out. The chat goes up. It'll go up 5. It'll go up 10. It'll go back down to you know what I mean, or maybe it might 3, 4, 5. 3 or 4 extra or whatever come in here. But they're not gonna land and they're not gonna speak. They're not gonna talk to y'all. They're gonna just run in and out. That's what they do. That's what they do. They just run in and out. But they know we exist. It's just the noise, man. We make too much noise. And they can't take it. They can't take it. Yeah. Because if they could take it, they'll just stay here. Like, oh yeah, I can handle it. No, Eagle don't listen to nobody. Oh, man, come on, stop it. Y'all stop it. Yeah. Yeah, but I got just plenty of crow biters today. I gotta eat some crow. Matter of fact, I volunteered to eat some crow because I went back. I went back and I started picking Keith. I said, well, maybe Keith. I said, no, I'm just going to steak because he surprised me. The thing that surprised me, everybody act like Keith looks so good, but the thing that surprised me, I see a lot of mistakes. I see a lot of things is they gonna capitalize. He gonna get beat up if he come in there all wide like he was fighting this fight. But anyway, yeah, I seen a whole lot of different things in there that this could cause him some problems. He got the W. It wasn't dominating. I don't know. Some people are reporting that he's dominated. He dominated the guy. Huh? If he should have knocked him out if you dominated him. I've seen you get hurt a couple times. See your knees and shit buckling. Yeah. And I didn't know this guy was supposed to be that big of a puncher, but I've seen you in there getting, you got banged up a little bit. Your face didn't look like it did when you went into the fight. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah. We had a few people that saved us. Eubanks Jr. saved us. Contreras saved us. I think Neary saved us. I think we had Neary, right? We might have had. I don't even remember on my Neary fight. I thought I had Neary, but maybe I had Castro. I don't even know. But that was, but so I at least lost one. Yeah, I had Cuarto. Yep. The Filipino fighters, yeah, I had Cuarto. But I think, yeah, Santa Maria got my ass too. I just thought Ramos, I thought Abel was going to be like, too rough for him or whatever. But it's just like, no, no. I thought the experience and shit was going to kick in. But the experience, as we know, didn't kick in. You don't always get what you want to get. Yeah, Keith, man, I don't know. You can't tell Gil Coles that. Don't let Gil Cole come in here. He gonna tell you. He gonna swear him down that Keith play the flute. He gonna swear him down that Keith is the next best thing to slice bread. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You spitting your mouthpiece out. He's tailor made for Errol Spence, man. He's not gonna be able to toughen up his body. He's not gonna be able to toughen up his body, man. Errol's gonna bang his body out. Errol's gonna make him throw up. If he think he got hit to the body hard in this fight, if he fights Earl's gonna make him throw up. Watch, he gonna be the first time. He threw up he gonna throw up. Earl's gonna make, if he has anything to eat that night before, Earl's gonna make it come up. He gonna make Keith throw it. He gonna throw that shit up. All that looping, because I can see how he'll try to get like the quick in and out on Earl. Try to do some damage, throw some overhands, and that shit ain't gonna work. Once Earl gets used to blocking that shit, Earl gonna be digging right to. Earl is gonna dig his ass down. I'm telling you right now. From what I've seen, I don't know. Keith can win. I'm not counting him out. You don't just count people out. I don't count people out like that. So I'm not counting him out. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna count him out and nothing like that. Salute to the brother, Dilo 404 Boxer. He say salute. Okay, you pick Carl over Suarez, yeah. You think they robbed Abel? I mean, it could be true, yeah. Well, I know we picked Castro. I know we had Cat. I know I had Cat. I'm like, shit. I thought it was going to be a great weekend, though. I mean, the boxing was good, but I thought it was going to be. I thought we was going to pick good. I thought we all did good. I went back with Barrios because I just didn't trust Keith. And see, a lot of people don't understand. Even though I went back with, I changed over to Keith. I went right back. I said, I'll take my pick. I'll stick with my Barrios because Keith surprised me. I mean, he surprised me because he was able to last. But everybody like it's something special. He's like spitting out his mouthpiece and all that. But all that looping shit he was throwing, that looping shit is gonna get him killed. 2 mistakes. We'll talk about the mistakes. Congratulations to Keith Thurman. He got the win. But we're gonna talk about some stuff that he can't take. He can't take into like a top 2, top 3 fight. He can't take that kind of shit with him. That same energy is gonna get him beat. But I know I have Ramos because I want Ramos because of the power and stuff like that. And I had Cuarto. Let me see, Ramos. We have Ramos so I got to eat crow on that one. It's unanimous decision at least. At least none of my guys just got killed. None of the guys I picked, it was all decisions. None of them get knocked out. I think I had Neri. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I had Neri on that one. Neri Castro. You said you had Castro. So I didn't do bad. Because I even went back. I would have had a clean sweep. So I actually did good, but I would have had a clean sweep. But I said, you know what? I said in Marlo's corner, I said, I go and take my crow plate. I'm going to take my crow plate. Not because I have nothing against Keith. I just didn't think. I thought that the height difference would make him, reach and just throw too much energy. I thought, and plus I thought they would split like the earlier rounds. I thought they would split a little bit better. I knew Keith would probably be ahead, but I looked at Barrios as probably catching up, like around 8 round, evening it up and then taking 3 out of the last. 3 out of the last 4 rounds, something like that. But it didn't pan out because he just didn't have the power. He had power to hurt Keith, but he just didn't have the. Sometimes you got to have sustaining power. Your power has to stay at a certain level. You can't have your power and then just lose your power. You got to maintain. Like if you could, even a light fighter can throw heavy punches. Look at Sir Flame finally got his ass up in here. What happened to you, brother? Talk to us, man. Give us a story or something, Sir Flame. Because you came in and you smashed somebody one day, and then you didn't say nothing. You came in and you knocked somebody out, Sir Flame came off he just came out of he dropped down the web. He didn't say salute or nothing. Just knocked somebody's ass out and was out. I was like, DB. I said, where's he at? I said, what happened to the brother? I said, what happened to Sir Flame? Yeah, but Sir Flame, salute to you, brother. Yeah, Sir Flame came in and smashed the shit out of somebody. Yeah. Yeah. It's just all, I don't know. Boxing is, we're in the dirty business, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know right now that we're in the dirty business. Just accept it. Accept that we're in the dirty business. Just accept that. Now, and here's the point. The point is that no matter what sport you're in, you're probably in the dirty business. There's only so much control out of some fights. There's so much control that they can take or they can have. Almost anything. They can get your ass in swimming. I'm telling you now, they can get you in swimming. If you're a big swimmer, if you follow swimming or something like that, they can get you on that. Track and field, they can get you on that. They got these monitors. And so if somebody's, like, for instance, if somebody is much faster on the gun than everybody else, they won't allow it. Can't nobody react that fast. Yeah, you can. It has a lot to do with the carbon and a lot of, your molecular structure. Everybody's molecular structure is not the same, even if you look the same. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, you have seen, like, for instance, you watch, let's say, cartoons show you this a lot. I'm not going to get into it, but cartoons show you this stuff a lot. But if you ever watched a parade, and make sure before y'all hit the like button, hit the like button first before you hit live chat or top chat, whatever you want to look at. But live chat, I prefer just hit live chat. That way you catch everything that's going on. But you seen halftime at a football game, right? And from a distance, everybody who's in the band and everybody, no matter who is, the drum majors and all that, just out there on the field, right? They can create the illusion of almost anything. They can create the illusion of almost anything, right? If you guys follow what I'm talking about. Like they can have a celebration. They could just have them marching around and make it look like a wheel is turning or something like that, right? But that's not necessarily a wheel is turning, right? They can make animals or whatever they want to, just whatever they want to do, just from marching, and you look at it like, oh, that looks like a certain animal or whatever. Make a dolphin or whatever. But that's not an actual dolphin. That is actually that's just like a made up. That's made up. That's like composed to make a dolphin. So the dolphin itself is different. I'm gonna tell you right now, and just to bring this, I'm not gonna talk about it for long, but to just let you know that a lot of things you look at is just like looking at halftime at a football game. Is those things are more composites, and we talked about this over the Friday, I think, a little bit, like the whole GMO stuff or whatever. A lot of those things they're just organisms, just put together to look like the whole thing. So, oh shit, I thought that was just like it's like taking Lego pieces and make up a football. From a distance, look like, oh, that's a football. You go pick it. Oh, wait a minute, that's just Legos all put together. See, that's the same thing. But just imagine, or just put in your mind, if you look at something that you know is, oh, that's real. That has to be real, and you look at it, but it's not. They have gotten so good that they can make stuff look like what is not. And I'm not going to get into a lot of that, but y'all can look at it. They even got fake bugs now, believe it or not, made out of different materials and stuff. Bugs that actually fly and all that. It's just, I don't know. It's like, where in the hell am I looking? Or where am I living? Yeah, but the like button, the salute, okay. Yeah, the administrator got on me. He pulled my flag today. Derek Bailey told me. He gave me a warning today. He said, you late, Eagle. Don't make that shit a habit. Derek Bailey salute from D-Ray. Derek Bailey salute at D-Ray Promotions, yeah. Derek Bailey said, I picked Barrios. Kiefer spit out his mouthpiece. I know a lot of people going to be bragging on Keith. Oh, yeah, Keith did great and all this. I don't care. You didn't go. Yes, we're going to talk about your greatness and stuff. Yeah, you nice hard shots you was throwing, and you look somewhat decent. Man, you look like an A fighter, though. You look like a Look like a B minus at the most. I'll give you a B minus. I've never put you on the A level. You'll never be an A. You'll never be an A fighter. You'll always be in the B level. C plus to A to B. Sorry, that's just my opinion. If y'all think he's more than that, then y'all can say, "Oh no, you kind of hard on him, Eagle." Then y'all say what you want to. It's just my opinion. Y'all can have yours too. But I know he's tailor made for Errol Spence. Tailor made. You couldn't have made a better opponent for Errol. That's why if they ever fight Errol, I think Errol gonna beat the dog mess out of him. I promise. I think so. He gonna have to be on that bicycle. It ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be that. I mean, maybe the warrior come out in him. He'd stand toe to toe with Errol. Yeah, what's up, Errol? Maybe he'll do that. I don't know. But in my estimation, I'm seeing that Errol is gonna put hands on him. I'm saying that Earl's gonna make him keep his mouthpiece out. He ain't gonna just make him spit it out. I think Earl's gonna make him keep that mouthpiece out. Earl's gonna get that body. Name a fighter that Errol wasn't not able to touch to the body. Name one fighter that Errol was not able to touch to the body at all. At one point, they would start off boxing, get like, "Oh, he's doing good," but name a fighter that Errol wasn't able to touch the body or either, crack you in your chin to make your lips touch the back of your neck, and that's just Errol. I don't know if Errol still got it like that, but I'm saying. But Derek picked Castro. I think they robbed Abel. Yeah. Oh yeah, they got us on that. I think they might have got us on that one though. Yeah, because we damn sure didn't have his ass. That damn Santa Maria. Come on now, Santa Maria. Santa Maria, I think you got us. Hey, did Santa Maria get us, Derek? Did Santa Maria got our ass up? Yep. Okay. I picked Carl over Suarez. D'Lo. Okay, with the Salute Barrio should have taken the fight at welter before Keith. Yeah, he would have did a lot better. Should have took a fight up there. He wasn't ready for that weight. I could see him fighting at welterweight, but he just wasn't gonna be able to, not right then. Right? Oh, Ray Robinson in here? I didn't even know his ass was in here. Make sure check Ray Robinson. Make sure he's saluting everybody. I heard he got money and stuff. So he need to be saying what's up to people. Ray Robinson salute at Eagles Web. Ray Robinson salute at Derek Betty. Derek Betty. Why is it that Keith can't take it to the body? All that food. He eating the wrong food. There's certain food you got to put in your system too. If you're not gonna do the workout, you better put certain food that just help strengthen the muscle wall. The walls, them fibers in your stomach. And some people just can't take it. I don't care if it's not about having a six pack. That's not what it's about. It's something inside of a person that makes them be able to take body shots. Because body shots make you want to they make you feel ill for a long time. If you take the right body shot, you just feel ill for like a long time. It's not like a food poison type of ill, but you just feel like you just don't feel the same, man. It feel like everything inside your body wants to come out through your throat. Or your nostrils. You just feel like, oh man, God dang. It's almost, let me see, I try to put it in words to kinds of describes it. Yeah, I guess it's like having a stomach flu or something. If you ever had like flu where your stomach, where you throw up a lot or something like that, it's kind of like that. And you don't want that feeling, but it's actually worse than that too though, because at least if you had a stomach flu, you throw up, you feel better. But if you threw up and had like body work done to you, you're still gonna feel like the same. You're still gonna feel like throwing up again. It's like it's not gonna go away until it goes away. I don't know. So maybe he will. Derek Bates says salute at Ray Robinson. D'Lo 404 Box said Keith doesn't want those fights in my opinion. He is trying to market himself. You don't think so, D'Lo? I didn't get to go check out what you said, man, earlier, man. I was busy working on I had a project I had to work on, brother, but I'll go check it out. I know you was talking about, but D'Lo give everybody their shout out though. But Keith, D'Lo, I don't know. Keith I'm not sold yet. A lot of people sold. I'm just not sold. Let me go down. I gotta go back up to make sure somebody else ain't came in. Okay. I think I shouted out everybody, but yeah, you right though, brother. He can't fight no top 3. He gonna get beat up. Ugas it will beat him up. He's gonna get beat up. I'm telling y'all. No matter who he fight, he gonna get beat up. Cause at his level, he's not doing the shit he's supposed to do, man. That little wide stance and looping shit, and leaving his feet and shit. I tell that's what got Manny's ass knocked the F out. That little double step. Like he tried to do that little rush in on Marquez, called his ass like, okay, you gonna do that, huh? You gonna do that little rush in on me? He was waiting for it. He was like time. He just couldn't catch him right most of the fight. Then he finally caught him with that little double step. He did that little double step leap. Marquez was waiting him on that right hand to the grill, which made him do the Manny crybaby. Many will cry, and Manny did. Let me put it up for y'all, man. Let's just go and let's look at the menu at least. Yeah, they got us, D-Lo. They got us. Keith surprised me. I'm still gonna give him his props. He surprised me. They got us though. Yeah, they got us. I don't care. They got us, Derek. All I can say is they got us. What can I say? They got us a couple times this weekend. Keith got us. Keith got the real people. I mean, we could have all went for Keith. You know, we could have all went for Keith. We kind of knew, but at the same time, we was like, nah, you got to show us something, Keith. That stamina. We didn't bet. I don't think D-Lo or anybody else was going against Keith because of Keith's punching, because of his ring IQ or nothing. I think we was actually not really going against him. I just thought we just probably didn't think we thought the stamina was going to close it out, and he probably was going to lose like a close one. That's what I was thinking, because I knew he wasn't going. I knew he wasn't going to knock nobody out. Not after no damn 2.5 years, he wasn't knocking nobody out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there y'all go. Go ahead and get you some. Get you some, Sir Flame. Y'all go ahead and pick something off of there. Ain't nobody on here don't have to mess with that plate right there underneath the model. Don't nobody got to mess with that plate. Not in here because we all done ate crows. So don't nobody have to eat that at all. I mean, and yes, you knew if you land up in Eagles Web, you knew when you had to eat crow. That's your plate right underneath that model going back and forth. That's your plate right there, baby. Get that crow. Yeah, yes, choke that shit down like the rest of us had to. Yeah, but D-Lo probably right though. He probably don't want nobody. Yeah. Okay. He can talk though, huh? Cadillo said keep be I think he means surviving. Yeah, serving. Yeah. Yeah. Derek Bay said I picked Indongo like a dumbass. Yep. Indongo. Who can that Indongo beat? Come on now. But Sir Flame said, salute to Eagles Web. He said, salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. Got the fire up good. Got those things up good with that 100. I appreciate my brother coming back. That's right, brother. Got that glove up good, too. Sir Flame said, at Derek Bay with the salute. Derek Bay said, how Robert Easter was shot in Cincinnati. Wow. Look at, come on now. It's the crowd. Y'all already know, man. They don't let stuff like that be a mystery. Surprised that shit haven't happened to Adrian Broner either. But just think about it. Damn shame. Got robbed and shot in his hometown. People, man, we talk about that on the show a lot of times. Sir Flame, we've been talking about that stuff, brother. We've been talking about how people right now they doing smash and grabs and shit. 80 people running into like these high-end stores and just grabbing all the shit they can grab. They grab and go right now. All this mask shit did that. Letting everybody wear masks. You can't identify nobody with everybody got on masks and hoods and sunglasses. You don't have enough of the facial features to pay attention to. Now, if somebody was a certain size and had a certain walk, you might be able to pick them out. Now, if you got somebody who's 7 feet 5 inches tall, they weigh 350 pounds, and they got a distinct walk or something like that. How many people? I mean, come on now. And they in the area, and something happens to get robbed by somebody that fits that description, you know who to go get. Mask or no mask, but that's different. Just general people, you don't know the size. People running in, and they always have the worst cameras for some reason. It's like, really, why you guys always have the worst cameras and never pick out anybody? You look at all these fuzzy pictures from banks, inside of a bank and all that. They got good cameras. I guarantee you take your ass into a casino and see how good those cameras are. Because those cameras can zoom in over there. They can catch the freckles off your fingers. Stop. Don't play. Stop putting up put up some good cameras. Stop. This is 2022. Put up some good cameras. Stop putting up all that toe up shit. But, okay, Derek Bailey, Sir Flame says salute at D-Lo 404 Boxing. Derek Bailey, salute at Sir Flame. Okay, yeah, he got, Sir Flame said, yeah, 3 times, yep. Robbed in his own town. I read that already, but Sir Flame is back again. He said they've been working my ass. Okay, like crazy. He said I've been listening. Just can't get on the phone that much, but I always jab that like button. Okay, we knew you was in here one time. Hey, you had to put in some work that one day. remember that day Derek was here. Sir Flame. I said Sir Flame. Everybody was saying salute to you. I said no. That was Sir Flame came in there and clipped somebody. Threw somebody's ass out. He said, get your ass out of Eagles Way of Boxing. I might not be able to say nothing, but get your ass out of here. He gave him to get your ass out, Derek. Sir Flame came in and he gave him to get your ass out. Hey, man, you heard us? Get your ass out. Get your ass out of here. Coming in here starting some shit. We got guardians around here, man. Even if they're not involved with the chat, they come in and smash it. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, Sir Flame, okay. Derek Bay said, yeah, he bringing light to your city and you shoot him. Man, I grew up with shit like that, man. People always do something stupid. You get a superstar, somebody come through the town, you always got a group of people that want to hate or do some dumb shit. All you do is make a move away. Well, I sure missed the brother. Well, you just missed the brother too, but you got somebody else didn't miss. Because somebody y'all should have been there to protect him. Like, man, don't y'all go robbing him, man. Somebody should have been there running their mouth. Taking pictures or something. Y'all shot him, but y'all going to jail now. You going to jail now. Hashtag bus driver. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Trying to make the city shine and you with that stupid shit. Yeah, we seen that Sir Flame. Sir Flame said Thurman got hurt to the body in the fight. if he moved up in weight and hurt you to the body, you in trouble. Yep. But he can't. That's what I'm saying. He tailor made for Earl Spence. Yeah. Sir Flame said no need to put that up. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering. We was wondering though, because when I seen you come in here and smash somebody, I'm like, "Yeah, Sir Flame on the job." I said he probably busy. I kind of knew that too though, but I gotta keep my eye out for the brother, man. I gotta keep my eye out for Sir Flame because and I'm blowing it out of proportion. That's just how I do, because that's like my family right there. You know what I mean? So I blow shit out of proportion. You feel me? So it's like something happened to my people in here and we know about it. Hey, I'm be thinking about it. This shit. I just don't want Sir Flame getting no kind of trouble. I don't want him putting no hands on nobody. But but sit here and eat this crow today though. But yeah, I don't want him. I know he had that mechanic problem and stuff. Sir Flame walked over like, yo, son, I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to come back over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a little bit more time than that. I'm not even going to count to 10 because I don't feel like using my voice like that. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. I'm going to come back and see you. And I just want to, I want the work order to be correct, the price wise and all that. I want shit to be straight when I come back. All right, bet. And he just walked off and came back. Came back and hey, the price is right. You got the work done on the car, and now it is what it is now. Dilo 404 boxing. At least I kept my money. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, you keep your money if it wasn't no knockout. No, ain't nobody. Yeah. No. I wouldn't even have made a bet about the Keith if it had anything to do with any kind of. I mean, if it had something to do with KO, yeah. You're gonna win anyway. If whether win or lose, you're gonna win on that. If somebody bet you to Keith knock him out, because they still lose. Oh, he won though, yeah, but you can't get the money. Because it wasn't no knockout like everybody thought it was gonna be a spectacular knockout. Yeah. Derek Beatty in Dongo ain't got his chin is priceless. He said I didn't expect Ndongo to lose to a guy with 3 KOs. God dang, Sir Flame crying. And he crying again. I forgot about that bus driver. Oh yeah. That's why I just said bus driver. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sir Flame, don't make me go bus driver. Oh yeah, that's right, brother. Get that basic. That's why you move and don't go back. That's it. And see, that's a damn shame. So we talk about different subjects. Somebody just joining us or whatever. Yeah, we talking about when famous people or people just go back to the hood, or not, it's still a hood. It's a neighborhood. We just, people, certain people, this got the ability to be cool, and we shorten everything. We call stuff hood and stuff, but guess what? Hood been around before. It's been around for a long time. Neighbors and stuff like that. Even in church, we call you. But when you guys go to church, you call each other neighbors and stuff. You feel? But it's not no. It's nothing that is terrible. But what is terrible is when somebody comes back, instead of you celebrating them, and then when people come visit you, you can show them where they live at. Oh yeah, this where homeboy live at. Yeah, he a professional, this and that, or whatever, or movie star, whatever. Instead of doing that, all you can say is this is where they used to hang out. This is where they used to live. They don't live there no more. They're not, because you should be able to show where they used to live, and you should be able to show or just know that okay, they got a big house now. They in a mansion or something, but they still with us. They stuck with the town. Rather than people just running off like LeBron James. He ran off. Everybody running from Ohio, huh? Who stays in Ohio? How many great athletes from Ohio actually stayed in Ohio? Not a whole lot, huh? I don't think so. I think a lot less. I think there's more people. Where's the most people? Okay, this is just trivia. I'm not 100% sure, but somebody can check it out. But let's just think of it. Let's just ask the question. Far as famous people, like famous athletes, what city or what city and state or just state do the most professional athletes live at that they were from? It would be New York. To be honest, I'm thinking it's more like either L.A. or something like that. It's L.A., but where does a lot of them live in Florida? But they live in Florida because of mostly the weather. But they usually have a place out west, also. And the reason they have a place out west because who's going to live in Florida all year round? When it's hurricane season, guess what? They're not going to be sitting at home in Florida. They're going to be on the west coast somewhere. Just an observation. But yeah, the bus driver. Yeah. He said that's why you move and don't go back. Hell yeah, Derek. That's why you don't go back. Keith needed a devastating KO to earn respect. Yeah. Remember, it was about Surf Flame was here too. I don't know if D-Ray was here. D-Ray might have been here. D-Lo, I know D-Lo was here because D-Lo always catch on. D-Lo, he remember when if Eagle say something. That's why I respect my people over here because if I say something, yeah, I know y'all coming in, y'all see the crow menu. Yes, yeah, a lot of us had to eat crow. But if I say something, people like Derek and Surf Flame and D-Lo, and I'm not trying to keep the rest of y'all out of the conversation. The rest of y'all, they remember what I say. Be like, yeah, Eagle, you talked about that shit like 7 months ago or a year ago. We talked about it. So we talk about things like the Keith. I asked, matter of fact, Lala D was here because I said, what does Keith have to do to get the respect back and to get his ass back up in like the top 4? And that's what I just asked everybody. And everybody said, because then I was asked who he has to fight or what does he have to do. So this is how effed up boxing is. Because I'm telling you, the most severe person who said something, I think it might have been Lala D. The most severe person said that he got to have like devastating, he has to devastatingly knock somebody out, a couple of people out, a few people out before he can start getting mentioned again. I'm like, God dang, that was more critical than me. But let's fast forward to 2022, and this is part of the conversation too, is how is he even mentioned by fighting Barrios? How is he mentioned to be some kind of mandatory for a title? Because even in our estimation, we was like, nah, he got to do something real. He got to do something devastating for us to start respecting him again. Because we got tired of the mouthpiece. He was ducking fighters. He finally talked about what he's going to do to Manny. He didn't do shit to Manny, but lose. Because he got overwhelmed too early in the fight. And then Manny ends up getting beat up by Ugas. But then Keith wants to be mentioned with Ugas and Earl and all that. I still can't mention him with Bud, Earl, or Ugas. Or even Boots. I can't mention him with them because to me, he proved that he still is a boxer. Or a fighter, whatever you want to call him. He's not like a clean boxer. He's more of a fighter. So he proved that he's a fighter. But that's all he proved to me. Is you're still a fighter, but can you compete with these other guys? Yeah, Sir Flame said it just looked bad. He said Tate got a knockout and Thurman can't. That's true. He needed that devastating. I mean, we talked about that before, Derek. Derek, before the fight, when we just talked about that, Derek, right before the fight, we just talked about that. I said, Keith think he gonna go in there because Tank got a knockout. He think he gonna go get a knockout. I said, I don't think Keith hit as hard as Tank. And Tank more slippery. Tank know what he doing. He ain't not gonna throw wild shit like Keith was throwing. Tank gonna set the shit up and get it. That's a damn shame, brother. I'm sorry, man. Little Tank went there and got that business done. Tank probably laughing now. I said, Keith, you ain't do shit. You got beat up. Some people might thought he lost too, though. If you like Barrios fans, like the Deke fans, do you know how fans get that they hate that anybody do anything against their fighters? No, hell no, he lost, son. No, he won. But that's a great point too, though. Because in our estimation, a lot of us, we feel that, hey, Keith, you needed to get that damn KTFO. It's like, brother, you didn't get it. You didn't get the KTFO. Because that was the question I asked. What does he have to do to start getting mentioned again? That's what we was asking. What does he have to do? We was like, no, you can't just have no soft wins or something like that. And a lot of people exempt Canelo. Like, oh, Canelo can do what he wants to. But for me, and I know D'Lo probably mentioned it before too, that Canelo got to do something. Pick and choose as. We could see that he's, he's doing some, he's doing a lot of suspect shit in front of us, right? Like nothing. These fighters do all this suspect shit, and then we supposed to just accept it like, oh, okay. I'm not that kind of fan. I'm not a person fan. I'm a boxing fan. If you do something against boxing, you're doing something against me too. If you're doing something against boxing, I'm like, shit, you ain't doing what we want you to do. All right. I think y'all got enough of the Crow page. We back on it. The Crow page ain't no joke. It's like, God damn, I got to sit there and eat that crow. The Crow biters. Crow biters of America, Derek Bailey, stand up, brother. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm telling you, we talked about this, Derek. I know you remember, because we talked about that. I said, I said, Keith thinks he's going to get that KTFO. I even said it in a super chat over in Marlowe's. I was like, it looked like Keith might get a KTF. I don't know. But it's like Barrios' will was still there. I said he got the will. He didn't look like he wanted to fold. Like, oh, hell no, I ain't folding. F that, son. We're going to go for it. Okay, so let's have that discussion again. So what does Keith have to do now? Okay, the first question. I'm going to do one question at a time. Is Keith, in anybody's estimation right now, is Keith Thurman a top 3 welterweight right at this point, right now? Is he a top 3 welterweight right now? So we'll get to the bottom of this shit right here in Eagles Way of Boxing. We'll get to the bottom with our discussion, just us. If somebody else will come in, they want to fight or say something. Yeah. See, let me finish I got to get me some water or something so I can wash down this the Ramos crow. But Derek said they might have got us on the Ramos. He think it might have been a little bit of a robbery right there. That's my crow. Besides, I took my other crow. I volunteered, took the other one. Yeah, Saturday we got Jacobs coming up too. Jacobs fighting again. And Kalanga's fighting. That's the cruiserweight. You know big Kalanga, right? And then we got Friday, Ortiz and Albright. So I don't know which Ortiz it is. Don't ask me. Because it doesn't even list the weight, so I don't know. And we got Kell Brook. So I don't know. This week. Okay, so nothing. Alright. But shout out to Caressa Shields went out there and got her W, whatever. Devastating. Well, we'll see. Say unanimous. I don't know. Y'all call her the GOAT and all that. I just ain't into it. I still think that. I think if she fought somebody, if Ann Wolf was fighting, I think she would have problems. That's all I'm saying. Y'all might think she got a great skill set, but I don't know. I think Ann Wolf would have put them things on her. Oh, this is my opinion. I mean, somebody, you can get mad if you want to, but I think Ann would have put those things on her. Okay. Derek Banks, remember when he said Smith said he saw Tank knock out middleweights in the gym. Yeah, I remember that clearly. That he was knocking out welterweights and middleweights. Tank don't care. Tank knock anybody's ass out in there. Tank is just like a little compact he's just like a little punching machine. Okay, but back to the question, y'all. Come on now. I know everybody is not deep in no work. So is Keith in top 3? Is he a top 3 welterweight right now? Or where is Keith, D-Lo? Is he a top 3 in your estimation? He got the W. But is he a top 3? I'm talking about in your estimation. I'm not talking about what WBC doing, because WBC is on some bullshit. And guess what? The point on that is that WBC, in my estimation, is getting away with a lot of shit, a lot of suspect shit. I don't even trust their belt. If I won't even I don't even know why y'all fighting for their belt, man. Leave their belt alone. Y'all should protest. All the boxers should protest WBC. Don't even fight for their shit at all. Let them keep it. Whoever got their belt, let them keep it. All the strap holders and stuff, even if it's a mandatory, they say, no, I don't even want to fight. I don't want the belt. I want to fight. You fighters, you boxers got to say, let's have a boxing belt. Start a whole new shit. You boxers come up with your own federation. Do boxers, Boxers Federation belt. BFB. Boxing's Federation belts. You guys got your own organization. No fees. Everybody pay their own fees, just like a little fee. Just a little fee, not no big ass fee. Just a little fee, because you don't need nobody to. It's just you just got to get a couple of people to govern them to govern the paperwork. That's all it is. The legality of the paperwork of it. That's all. And everybody can have their own story. Y'all can have your own magazine. Y'all can have your own story. All that. Boxing. Yeah, boxers. Yep. Boxers. You put a P in front of you, put professional boxers. Federation belt. That's it. That's it. Something. I can't have all the answers for y'all, but y'all got to do something, man. Get rid of some of these bodies, man. These bodies ain't no good, man. And I think that's what keep boxing corrupt, man. Y'all do one belt. Y'all come up with a name for yourself. Y'all just let all fighters that are professionals have a vote and cast a vote. Y'all come up with a name. And then everybody who joins boxing, even if they just started, then they got to, send at least $1 or whatever to that organization and stuff, so they can be recognized. That way everybody's recognized. That means every last boxer will be recognized, no matter where they at, no matter where you at, no matter where your level at, you're going to be recognized. I don't know. Yeah. Derek put the big no up, like, no, hell no. Yeah, Derek said we talked about that a while ago. Yeah, said what he had to do. This ain't enough. In other words, keep that Derek Bailey's like, right now, that's not enough, brother. You didn't do enough. Yeah, you got the W. We gave you your props already. I'm not gonna kiss your feet or nothing like that. We gave you the W. We gave you the win. Ain't nobody salted. Nobody's mad that you got a W. No, you ain't top 3. You just not. You ain't ready for you. Whoever you fight, now. If you win, if you beat somebody, I'm gonna be surprised. But I'm looking forward to any fighter that you fight with a belt. I'm looking at you getting beat up. If you fight Ugas, I'm looking at you getting beat up. I'm looking at you that all that wild. You're gonna get countered a lot with Ugas. Earl is probably your worst fight. Ugas is probably your second worst fight. And then Bud is probably a nightmare for you, but that all depends on what Bud does, because Bud like to mess around a lot of times, though. You're more likely to catch Bud on some switch move type of shit than you are to catch anybody else. You're not gonna catch Ugas, because you're gonna come out trying to get the belt and all that, and you're gonna play right into it. You're gonna play right into his hands and shit. But that's don't see it. I want somebody to give me a good argument. But I don't want nobody to give me a WBC argument. See, that's not allowed. The playing field is not, I'm not going to let you, tell me about what the WBC, no, because I'm not recognizing them. Not like they want to be recognized. I'm not recognizing the WBC like that. You know, I'm just not, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not recognizing WBC like that. Because it's a lot of sketch shit. It's a lot of sketch. I'm sorry. It's too much sketch. If it was just a little like minimal sketch, then yeah, I probably can go with it. But it's just too much sketch. It's too much. You ever know something like too much? You always got a crazy friend or something. When you tell them to stop, he's pouring something in the glass or something. Yeah, let me hit that. Let me pour me some of that. And they pour you. They always try to pour you way too much. That's how it is. A sketch is like too much. Like, brother, stop. That's good, man. It's good. You give them waving off, especially if y'all drinking or something. If you're a beer drinker, you know the beer. You know the person who's pouring the beer, the one that's in charge of, like, you bring another pitcher over. Everybody give him money, but I'm saying you bring another pitcher over. He always trying to overfull your glass or something. You good? I think he ended up drinking less than everybody because he filling everybody's glass up. Here you go, man. Let me. I got you. Before you know it, you got the heavy head up in there. Nah, but brother, he's not gonna be top 3, man. Nothing like that, man. I'll be surprised. Like I said, I'm not gonna kiss his feet ever. I'm not gonna bow down. But I tell you what, I would do. I will give him extreme props if he can just come back and like beat one of these guys. You know what I mean? Like beat one of these guys. Like he say for instance he fought Bud. And he just beat the brakes off of Bud. I know people will go crazy if I say, oh, Lala D will go crazy. Oh, no, she'll go crazy. She heard me do that. But beat the brakes off of Bud. Then he gets all the props. But that still doesn't, even if he beat the brakes off of Bud, does that make him beat the brakes off of Ugas and Earl? That would probably put him number 3 for right then. So he has to do everything. For me, Keith got to do everything to become number 1. He has to actually beat everybody. He already got the L, so he got to beat everybody. You had too many close fights. You got to beat everybody in a good manner too. Oh, Derek said my uncle does that. He said make a drink the way he drink. Yeah, yeah. Try to get everybody. Yeah, them people that stay away from them people. Derek said yes down there. Yep. But those people, yeah, those type of people, Derek, you stay away from them, brother. Yeah, y'all stay away from them. I'm just telling you. I'm just a word of wisdom. Stay away from them. The ones that's happy, they got money. They don't care. They got money. They happy. They just like they want to buy all the drinks and they gonna get you. Hey, look, you ain't used to that. That ain't what you do. They gonna have you staggering home in the street. They're gonna be like Big Mary over Soldier Story. Hey, you staggering home in the street. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know people that I don't particularly mess with or like. That actually likes that movie. I do like that movie, Soldier Story. I break movies down too, though. In my mind, I break movies down. It's some flaws in that movie, but I didn't catch them right away. But there's some stuff that part of the story. There's even when it starts off, it's just part of the story. It's just wrong. It's just. They made it to it could have been solved quicker. The case would have been solved quicker if y'all ever watched it. But it's a good movie. Y'all should check it out. It's an ethnic movie, man. So it'd be nice to check it out. The brothers is in there. I say ethnic because I don't like to call any brown people. I don't like to call them African Americans. Because if there's a certain nation or race of people that are called African Americans, what's the people that are even darker than you in South America, what are they called? Are they African Brazilians? What about the ones in Central? Are they African Dominicans or what? What about the ones over in China? Are they African Chinese? You guys got to start. What about the ones in Filipinos? Are they African Filipinos? What are they? Yeah, they use the word black, but what does that mean? It just means that black just absorbs all the colors, right? Right? Black absorbs all the colors. Don't no colors come back off of black, right? If you got absolute black, it soaks up all the colors. Don't no colors reflect back off of that black. Yeah. Here he is now. Look at the flute. Gil Cole. Salute to Gil Cole. He said the flute returned. Yeah. But I'm not. See, I wouldn't ask Gil Coles this question. I wouldn't ask him where Keith ranked right now. Where's Keith ranking at? Yeah, I would. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it just for fun anyway. So where does Keith rank at right now, Gil, as far as like the welterweights? Where you put him at? Number one? You'll probably put him at number one. Number two, or number three, or four? Does he need a little bit of work? Just want to see what Gil feels. That's my boy, man. He number one all the time. Yeah. Okay, the movie's called A Soldier's Story. A Soldier's Story. I have a few movies I like. I like a lot of old school movies. I have a few movies that I actually like, and it just happens that some people like those kind of movies too. I like Mississippi Burning. I love that. I actually like some of the Star Wars stuff. I like reality type stuff, and I like fantasy. But the fantasy I like it because of just the. For me, it's more special effects. I know the shit ain't real, but it's like, oh, that's a pretty good. That was a good illusion, to make me fall into it. Like animation type shit, I don't really care about that as much. But I like when you got great special effects, and I like stuff that's like true life type of stuff. A lot of people like Boys in the Hood and stuff like that. That's okay. I don't know. I think for me, I like Brothers better than that. There's certain movies I like. There's certain movies I like, and certain people just call I like westerns. A lot of people don't like westerns. I like westerns. I'm not really into the western type shit, but it's kind of the thing. Like yeah, like that's the boy on the block. Whoever the boss is, like the western, the black hats, the bad guys. The bad guys is something else. I'm a bad guy. They let you know that they're a bad guy. And for me, that's what real. I mean, even though they tricked everybody with the stories and stuff, they didn't tell you how many actual brown skinned cowboys there were. But I'm just saying, you're a bad boy. They letting you know, hey, I run the show here. See, and the people that we feel that run the show, they'll pretend like they run the show. They don't run the show. We act like they run the show. Oh yeah, such and such is block. You don't run nothing. You run from the law and everything else. Like the real outlaw don't run from nobody. Like I ain't running from nobody. Yeah. So you got the movie now, Derek, A, and then Soldiers with the apostrophe S, Soldier's Story. You're going to like it. Matter of fact, who's in there that you would know? Robert Townsend's in there. What's the brother's name from Greer is in there. The one from Living Color, the tall brother's in there. He's in there. Who else is in there? Denzel Washington's in there. Harold Rollins is in there. Caesar Adolf is in there. Who else is in there? Even Patti LaBelle's in there. Herbie Hancock did the music. If you guys know who Herbie Hancock is. Yeah, so it's a lot of stars up in there. A lot of people up in there. So, and I identify with Lil Sarge in there. When you go in there, Lil Sarge is, Lil Sarge in there. Lil Sarge, that's my guy. Lil Sarge is my guy, man. Make me have flashback. But that's the guy in the movie, Lil Sarge. Lil Sergeant, man. Lil Master Sergeant. But that's the guy. That's the guy up in the movie. But it tells a lot of different stories up in there. But you can see, like, if you look at it real closely, you can see, okay, they could have solved this and whatever, or this could have went different. That's if you're critical. If you watch it enough time, you become critical. I can watch the shit 3 times in one day, though. I can watch it. Because I just like that. I don't know. I guess it's some of the stuff that I miss. Some of the military stuff, type of stuff I miss. And because we all have our own stories. Oh, yeah, Denzel. Yeah, Denzel was the one, he killed Sarge. Yeah, Denzel. That's why I didn't like Denzel for a long time. I didn't like him after that. When he's coming up, I just didn't like him. I'm like, nah, you took out Sarge, man. You got weak. You got weak, man. You got weak. Instead of sucking it up and, like fighting back, or just, showing the pair, he did the coward shit. He did some coward shit up in there. That was one of the first. That was the first movie that Denzel actually played. Might have been the only one that he played that he was a coward. Oh yeah, yeah. He get on. Yeah, yeah. Get on CJ. Call him. Yeah, CJ was the big dude, the big brother in there. He called him a Geechee. No, he didn't like Southern. He didn't like Southern. Well, he didn't like the roots people. He didn't like you when you like. He wouldn't like me because with the medicine pouch and all that type of stuff. He don't like that kind of shit. Like he think the black magic or something like that. He don't like that. SARS didn't like that kind of shit. And just the way that you interact with the other races, he didn't like that. He just didn't like that kind of shit. How you interact with them? Yes, the boss. They didn't like that like that yes boss type of stuff. I don't. Well, I don't know. I'm not even down that. Believe me, I get on my medicine man about that shit all the time. I said, look at you, man. I call him a yes boss sometimes. I said, you ain't nothing but a yes boss, man, all the time. Man, stop it, man. Stop being so nice to just everybody. People that don't even deserve for you to be nice to you. Yeah, this and that, man. Just stop. And he get mad. I mean, he don't really get mad. He say, oh, you. All he gonna say is, you right. Oh, you right, Eagle. Yeah, I know I'm right. You know what a person's intentions are. I used to be nicer, but I'm just not as nice no more, y'all. I used to be nicer, like just accept everybody. When people walk up, you just accept them or whatever. But sometimes it's like, you know what? I got to see what they're about. It's better to just keep your guard up a little bit. It's better to keep your guard up a little bit. Like, I got to see what you're about because, you might be about some other kind of, you might be about some other kind of action or something like that. I got to see first. Just like a pretty girl. Don't just take pretty girl. Don't let a girl soften you up as soon as you see her. Oh, she cute. Right away. She throwing it, but you fall for it. Oh, she got you. Got you. You gotta wait a minute. If she doing it right now, she did it down the street, or she did it somewhere else too. Sarge gave Denzel hell and beat him up too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why. That's why he had to do the coward. That's why he had to do that coward stuff. He had to wait until somebody got drunk, Derek. He had to wait for the man to get drunk to do something. Because he put the beat down on you. Plus, he told everybody he's gonna beat you now, and you know he's gonna beat you now. You should have just shut it up. Because actually, I like CJ, even though he was what they call Geechee or whatever. I like CJ because CJ was actually, he said that Sarge cool, don't worry about it. He said, I'm not worried about Sarge. Sarge don't know where he fit in at. He said, I know who I am. I am that person. Sarge don't like me, but I am that person. But he was too easy, though. He was an easy target. That was the whole point. And the whole point is that CJ was just an easy target for Sarge. He was just an easy target. Sarge just didn't like that shit. He just didn't like that kind of stuff, and because it brought back memories and shit. It brought back memories from when he was over in France, and he was talking about how. And this is a real story. You guys might have heard that they saying that the brothers had tails like monkeys and stuff over in France. I heard that when I was a little kid. I heard that shit when I was a little bitty kid. I heard that shit. I told you, man, I was ear hustling when I was little. I listened to the elders and stuff. I was all over the place. I be listening. But you stand with your hands on the arm of the chair. You lean over the you gotta look back then I was cute. All kids are cute. You're 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, you're cute. So you can just hang over the side of the chair and just listen and look in everybody's eyes and stuff, and you hope they're gonna throw you down some change or something like that, or hand you something that, because the grandmothers and the moms and aunties always got something in their purse. You just looking for something like, oh shit, I know I'm gonna get some gum. I'm gonna look cute over here and just look at them and just be quiet until I get some gum or something like that. Then walk off. At the same time, you're soaking up information. But I actually liked him. But it was a setup because he's easy to trick. And I'm sorry, it's still, we're talking about boxing because they was fighting. They was in a fight. They had a boxing match. Did they have a boxing match, Derek? Saw through that sand in his eyes. And it was over with. Hit him with two or three low blows. That was it. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Denzel, he was just out. Peterson, that was his name. He was just out of place. He was out of place because he did too much. He didn't have to do all that extra shit. All you do is listen to Sarge. That's not. I mean, you got to be able to take it, man. He wasn't cut out for that shit. You got to be able to take it, man. I think about that a lot of time. I said, you know what? I could take that shit, man. Even you could take it better when you're more mature. You could take all the insults and shit that they be throwing at you in the military. You could take that shit better. Like, that shit ain't nothing. What it mean? It ain't that you ain't gonna come over and whoop my ass. I ain't what I'm thinking about. I ain't worried about you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get on your team and stuff. Because a lot of times they do that because they a little bit intimidated by you. That's why they kind of hard on you. Because they intimidated by you. That's why they hard on you. It's not because they feel like they can beat you. It feel like they intimidated. Yeah. And they know people are influenced by you. Because I had people that was influenced by me, and people that would hang with me before I even had rank. I wasn't even ranked, and had people that would just would have my back. See, that's a whole nother subject there. But that's what it is. See, Gil didn't even want to rate Keith. I asked Gil where he ranks Keith at. Yep. Yep. And that's another thing too. There, that's a good point too. Though he said, yeah, they was all over them black men. That's what they do. Everywhere you go. I'm sorry, this ain't no race. This is not a race channel. But anywhere you go, if you got that brown skin. I don't care what nation you from. I don't care how long your hair is. I don't care if you completely bald, if you got one strand of hair, whatever. I don't care. You got that brown skin, you bring attention, man. That's just the reality of the world. That's just what it is. You might be hated here, but it's an agenda. There's always been an agenda. We had the discussion that we had here, Sir Flame, is how long does it take for a person to do the right thing? And here we usually said immediately, as soon as you find out you did something wrong. But I'll put it here. So Gil Cole's asked where I put Keith, and I'm being respectful to Keith. I'm not going to put, like I said, I'm not going to drop Keith off the list. But Keith is just not top 3 right now. That win over Barrios don't make him top 3. For me, it puts him, closer to like maybe 6 or something like that. And here's why I can put him at 6, because I think Earl Spence is gonna beat him probably worse than anybody because Styles make fights and Styles make no fight. Terrence Crawford can either destroy him or just get past him. Terrence Crawford, I don't trust him with Keith Thurman as much. Ugas is gonna beat him easy. Ugas can beat him easy because Keith is relying on coming forward and stuff and all that leaping shit. He's gonna get timed against Ugas. Ennis, I think, is just too dimensional. He has too many different ways. So those 4 I got to put above Keith, and I got to step Keith back. So what I said, 4, at least 4. And then I'm not 100% sure if Sean Porter has completely retired or Danny. So those 3, you can put them in any order. Those 3 are at like 5. Because you never know with Sean Porter. He might feel better. He just felt suspect. He got, he just didn't have enough, enough versatility to hang in there with Bud. But he might have been winning the damn fight too, though. He shouldn't have pulled out of the fight. I can see that. He shouldn't have pulled out of that fight. Kenny didn't have enough plans for him. He should have never got called because he know he wasn't. He even said, "Oh no, Earl hits harder than that." Come on now, why'd you go down? You was all timing shit. That's why you kept going down. You that blinding shit. Counters. That's why. You wasn't prepared for that. You had a couple of more rounds to make it. I think you could have made it, but your camp, y'all didn't have enough stuff. Yep. So that's where I put him at. He's in a line with those. He's still in the line with those 3. I didn't see no advancement. A lot of people looking at did he advanced and showed more. But I've always had him with Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. I've always had those 3 like in a line. And he didn't do anything to step above the line. I just don't see it. Yeah, Sarge went old school through that dirt. But he beat him in front of the whole unit, which made it worse. Plus the other master sergeant had to get him off of Denzel. Yeah, that's true. He had to tell him to stop. He said he had to tell him, Vernon, that's enough. He was like, I had to tell him enough because he's going to take him out. And plus, even if he didn't throw the dirt, where he was at, because you could tell by the way where he was at, because since he was down low and he threw those punches from being on his knees, he was going to still win. Because once he hit him with them couple of low blows and stuff, that was it. Hit him with them gut shots, hit him with them gut shots, is over with. But the uppercut was the finisher. He put that bus driver uppercut on him. Virgil Ortiz has to be in that same line, even though he got all those wins. He still got to be in that same line. I don't know 100% if I'll put him. I may have to put him above Keith. I may have but like I said, even if Ortiz, think about it, if you line up Ortiz against all of them, they still in that same line. So if you put Ortiz up to number 4, then the rest of those guys they still in that line. See, so my thing still works. So you got so you have Ortiz, and then you have those 3 right here on that line, like that number 5 line. And so you can line them up any way you want to, 5, 6, 7. How many different ways can you do it? You can put Keith on top, you can put Porter on top, or you can put Danny on top. Either way, like that. Yeah, so that drops him down even further if you think about Ortiz, because you think about Ortiz in Boots. So those are all question marks. So you put Boots, so you take Ugas, Spence, and Bud, any order you want. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with y'all. And then you put Boots and Ortiz right here. And then you put those 3 down below them. See, but those other ones, there's a question mark between Boots and Ortiz. That's a question mark. One of those get the W, then they might even move up to somebody who has a championship belt. They might even move up that high. But that's where the math has to be done too, though. The math has to be done with Ortiz, Boots, Keith, Sean, and Danny Garcia. If Sean's not in the picture, then it's just be Keith and Danny Garcia. That action has to be done first. You said your thing still works. Yeah, my thing still works. I ain't talking about it like that. I'm talking about the way that the breakdown. I said it still works. They're still in that group. So Derek brought up Ortiz. I kind of left Ortiz out, but I'm saying that grouping, Gil. That's what I'm saying. When I say my thing still works, I'm talking about the grouping. I mean, you can have the grouping that you want. That's why I asked you. So if you want to put Keith up to number 1, that's up to you. Play the flute. Put Keith up to number 1, whatever. How many people gonna agree with you? I mean, I'm not getting arguments, but we're just having a discussion. I'm not getting no arguments, but hey. But if you want to put Keith up to number 1, then go ahead and put Keith up to number 1. Gil come in here with the comedy and shit, Sir Flame. He got Sir Flame laughing about it, though. Yeah, my thing worked, brother. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Do you need it to work right now? In this day and age, in this time, do you need it to work? Shit, you just says you scared. If you ain't got no wife or no permanent partner, man, you just, I don't know. You out there, you like, it's very scary right now. And it's not even because of that. It's not even because of anything that you might look at the sexual or nothing like that. It's everything else. Yeah. Everything else, man. It's just this whole world. We try to live in this, man. We just trying to get along. We just trying to live. We just trying to live the best we can, no matter what we do, brother. That's it. We trying to live the best we can. Yeah. Did any of you guys see the Eubanks against Williams? So I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Eubanks, but he's another talker too. Because I think he was promising us a KO. No, I didn't say that. I don't think nobody in the chat said it was gonna be a KO. Thurman thought he was gonna get a KO. I didn't know what Neri is gonna do. Wasn't really sure. So that was too close. The Neri Castro. That was too close. The Thurman, that just wasn't enough for me, Gil. It wasn't enough for most people in here. If they be honest, they just don't want to say it. Or they will say it. Ain't nobody scared in the Eagles web, so they will say it if they need to. But it's just like the whole Thurman thing now. Thurman, it just wasn't enough, brother. It just wasn't enough to convince me to move you, to place you anywhere else. Eubanks Jr., at least he got the unanimous decision, though. Contreras wouldn't got his stoppage, so that was a good stoppage for him. So Cuarto when got the stoppage, or actually, but he got the draw, but still, I barely made it on that one. I wasn't sure with them two little Filipino fighters, man. They too little, man. I wasn't sure about them, but Ramos, you got me. So Ramos for sure got my ass, and Thurman, I went back with Thurman. I picked Thurman. I picked Barrios at first. I went over to Thurman. I said, nah, I'll just stick with my original pick. I said that over in Marlo's corner. I said, God, let me go and take I'll eat crow with everybody, even though if I switched up, I'll take it anyway. And I'll just say that, the thing I was surprised about is, you did surprise me. You surprised me that you was able to, you had to spit that mouthpiece out, try to get that air, but you surprised me that you was able to, but I'm telling you, if it was power, if you was fighting somebody with a lot of power, you wouldn't have recovered and finished. I don't think he wouldn't have finished the fight. Because Barrio just had that kind of power to keep going. But if he had more power than that, I don't think Keith would have he wouldn't have kept up that same kind of pressure. Oh, okay, Derek said, no, I didn't see that fight. Everybody crying. Yeah. You know what, Derek? I'm glad you said it first. I was gonna bring that up too, but I'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, that Savannah Marshall, man, looked like, in my opinion, man, she looked different. I don't want to say nothing wrong. I gotta keep everything politically correct, but she looked different. She got a little bit of neck size on her too. Derek just kept it like she a big chick. Yeah, she big. What you mean Thurman wasn't going to get a credit with a KO? He would have got credit with a KO because that's what everybody was looking for. He handled his business, but everybody was looking for the KO. People predicted KO. Don't you know that a lot of people was like, a lot of people were predicting like 7, 8, 9 round KO. So what are you saying? Everybody was looking. They just like everybody looks out to Adrian Broner. Everybody was big up on Keith. Like, oh yeah, Keith gonna get this knockout. Barrios ain't got no business in there with him. Now think about it like that. So when you say that, you underestimating the fans because everybody was thinking. A lot of people was thinking Keith 7, 8, 9 knockout. And then Keith didn't get the knockout. And then that's what made everybody step back. Like, man, come on, man. I put all my bread. I done spent all this money and knowing he gonna get this KO easy and stuff. And they even made odd bets too. They made the odd bets. They was like, if Keith knock him out, you can give me, 1 to 2 or whatever. So they was probably losing more. They was betting 100. But if Keith get if Keith only get $100, you get $100 for the Keith knockout win. But if he didn't get a knockout win, a lot of people just scratched the bet. Like, no, that's it. They just scratched the bet, even money. Because don't you know you have people that just bet just on knockout only? They don't bet on nothing else. They bet on knockout. They don't bet, draw, nothing like that. Some people draw, unanimous decision, majority decision, or whatever. Some people just bet just the knockout. If there's no knockout, there's no bet. Or sometimes if there's no knockout, then the other person wins, half, or they just win. There's plenty of ways to do bets. But I'm telling you, there was a lot of people, because I even watched in some chats where people were saying that, oh, yeah, Keith should get that knockout. Everybody was saying, predicting 7, 8, 9. I didn't see none. I don't think I seen anything higher than 9 when it came to Keith knocked him out, and he didn't get that knockout. I damn sure would have gave Keith credit, but I wouldn't have elevated him. That's the whole thing, Gil. I'm not gonna elevate. Just like I asked you where you put him at right now. You still haven't said anything. Where does everybody put Keith? Is Keith like number 1 right now, even without a strap? Is he number 1 because of the win? Okay. Let the chat speak. No, not Derek, and that's a good point, Derek. But I don't even agree with that one. I agree with it that he would have definitely got credit, but if he would have got credit for winning the 7th, 8th, or 9th round knockout, he still would have got credit because that's what people were predicting. Nobody said first or second, but first or second, he would have definitely got credit. So, oh no, Keith a bigger. Keith is just we would have thought that, oh, Keith, he just a beast. He a different. We would have thought he was a different cloth. If he would have got that kind of win, just me, I would have said, oh yeah, Keith, oh he back here, different cloth. Maybe that rest didn't. I would have been big up for him by saying that the rest, that's what he needed. He needed to get that rest, man. Shout out to Keith. Because I can give Keith a shout out, but I can't ride him, but I can give him a shout out, and I gave him a shout out. And I don't know who wouldn't have gave him credit. First or second round knockout, yeah, he damn sure would have got credit. I put it this way, Gil. The conversation would have been open for him to, for being top 3. The conversation would have been open then. Yeah, Sir Flame said I wouldn't have gave him credit because Tank just did him in. See, that's Sir Flame. So, like I said, in the chat it's different because some people's opinion is different. And Sir Flame like, I wouldn't have gave him no credit. Sir Flame said, was he trying to get rounds in, or was that the one time of old? A lot of people thinking that way too, though. And Derek Bay said, right. I just didn't like a lot of stuff he did. So I didn't even cover that yet. Like a lot of the wide stand stuff that he was doing and the leaping and all that type of shit, that's what got Manny Pacquiao knocked the F out. He can't afford to do that with the top couple of guys. I'm just saying he can't afford that shit. He cannot. You can't do that kind of leap in shit, especially against somebody, counter punchers and shit like that. Or like, Ugas, you can't do that kind of leaping in shit. Because I don't know if he tried to take a page out of Manny's book, but shit, Manny just got beat up by Ugas for all that leaping in shit. Stop. But ain't nobody being fooled by that. I'm just saying, man, where you put him at? Still give me a number on him. I'm pretty sure that Keith don't care about what you bet. No, I didn't bet on it. I'm saying a lot of people was betting like that, like 7, 8, 9, like that. I know Keith don't. Keith said he tried to put his whole, he tried to go over there with a cashier's check to bet on himself. I like Keith, but I don't like his mouth. I think his mouthpiece is bigger than what his action is. I'm sorry to say, brother. I'm not sorry to say it, but I'm just going to say it. I think his mouthpiece is bigger than his action, man. Come on now. And the proof is in the pudding. The reason he's not getting credit is just like what Sir Flame said. The Tank knocked the dude out, and you bigger and stronger, and you supposed to be able to punch so much better, and you wanted to fight Tank. And now you can't even knock out somebody to Tank. And we're not talking about Triangle. We just talking about what you couldn't do. It had shit to do with Triangle. You couldn't do it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Derek Bay said that's why I said Keith needed a devastating knockout 30 seconds into the first round, something like that. Yeah, see, a lot of people, and it's not me bringing that up, girl. Everybody's saying that, even in here. Sir Flame and Derek is saying the same thing. Yeah, Keith needed to do something. We talked about this, Gil, way before this fight before they even wrote this phone down. I don't even know what it was. Derek, the last thing I heard, it was I think it was like, I don't know, I think I heard 190 or something like that, but it might have been 185. Yeah, that's all my point. Now, we're not saying we don't like Keith. We like Keith. And that's what people don't understand, that we like Keith. Because we're boxing. But we don't have to like the individual, like some of the stuff that you do, we don't have to like that. Or your mouthpiece. If you talking too much, we don't want to hear all that, dude. If you did all that talking 2 times, 2 fights in a row. One you lost, and the second one you won. But you did all that talking, and your mouth is not matching your action. That's different. A lot of people's mouth matches their action. Bruce Ennis, his mouth is matching what he does. He's getting those W's. Now Keith is starting off. Now forget the rest of his record. He's 1-1 right now. He lost 1. Now he won 1. You can't go for his record past that. You're only as good as your last performance. So we'll go back. There's 2 performances. You won 1 and you lost 1, and now you won. But I'm asking Gil Cole where he puts him at. See, you see, we don't have nothing out there, because I know you guys are going to put down what it is. The Gil's not going to put down, oh, I got Keith at number 1. He's not gonna say that because the argument is too big. I just asked you where'd you put him at. I told you where I put him at. I put him on a level with the fives. He's at this 5 level right now. Yeah, that's your estimation, and we respect that. That you said all Keith had to do was win. That's what you're supposed to do in boxing is win. But that's not what the question is. The question is where you have him rated at. I just want to see the ridiculous number where you have him at. That's what I want to see. I'm trying to figure out where do you got him rated at though. He got the W. Yeah, a lot of fighters got the W. Eubanks got a W. Carissa Shields got a W. A lot of fighters. Santa Maria got a W. Quattro got a W. Contreras got the W. Thurman Neary got the W. A lot of people got the W, but where is he at? Where is he rated at, though, with the W? I'm just saying. Yeah, he won, but where is he at? Okay, let me ask this one question. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Okay, we covered this. We covered what I had to. Now, plus I gotta go over to the library, man. But we covered a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this question. What fight would you think would have been more intriguing for Keith? To fight Boots or to fight Barrios? Which one would have made more sense for a pay-per-view? For a pay-per-view fight, which a lot of people are out of a little bit of change, which one would have made more sense to y'all? Boots or Barrios? Which one would have made more sense? Which one would have made more sense to show what Keith is? If you wanted to see how good a fighter still is, who would you put him against in the welterweight? Would you put him against Barrios, who was never a welterweight? Or would you put him Boots Ennis? So that's the question of the day. That's the one you can go home with because you're not gonna answer. You're not gonna answer no questions. So that's the one you can go home with. I still respect you. You still my little brother up in here, man. I don't care nothing about all that stuff. We just talking. Grown men can talk. Boys can't talk. Boys get all into their feelings too much. I ain't gonna get into my feelings over nothing over here. I'm just asking questions. These ain't questions where you need a lawyer or nothing like that. I ain't the police. I'm just asking boxing questions. And just what's in people's mind, what do they think? You know, where they should be at. Oh, you got Keith in the top 10? Come on, Gil. That's your homeboy. That's your neighbor, man. You got him. That's too vague, brother. I know you got him. Where you got him at exactly? Don't just say in the top 10. Of course, we all got him in the top 10. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to give him the 4 or 5 spot. Or the 5 spot. But the way I looked at it is like, I think it makes sense. The way I'm looking at it. I think it makes sense like this. So, you got the 3 belts. I'm just gonna write this down before I go. I'm gonna write this down because I don't know if y'all understood what I was talking about. So you got the belts. I'm gonna make these little circles because it's really more or less three belt holders. And then below them, and at the bottom, that's kind of like a maybe anyway. If you look at, you kind of look at the bottom. So that's how I got it right there. Y'all see the one I got Ugas at there's 3 belt holders right there. You got Earl Spence, you got Bud, and you got Ugas. Then right below them, you got Ortiz, and you got Boots. You see a plus. So in other words, that's the action that needs to be taken right now. So If you take those bottom three fighters right there, and I don't know if Sean Porter really retired or not, but if he is, then take him out. But you got Danny Garcia and you got Keith Thurman. So, in other words, to get up that ladder right there, that Ortiz and Boots have to get it on, or anybody that want to step up to get to the next level, they got to fight Ortiz or they got to fight Boots. That's more or less, that's the way I have it. So, Keith got to fight Boots or Ortiz. Bam, the championship. For me, hands down championship. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fight and argue with nobody. I'm going to have my side and I'm going to stick with him and be like, no, Keith deserved it, man. Don't even talk to me about that. I don't care what Keith did in the past. I'm not even going to listen to nobody and be like, because the way I got this breakdown is that if that happens, then, like, if anybody, like even Danny Garcia, if he beat Ortiz or Boots, he's right back in the picture. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue about what he did in the past. None of that. I say he deserved a championship fight, just like that. That's the way for me. That's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. But there is no risk, though, there. Everybody says that risk and reward. There's no risk in boxing because there's all risk. Everybody takes a risk. You can have 100 fights in 0 losses as a professional. You could have won you could have 98 knockouts and 2 unanimous decisions. You might fight somebody who's old, who's 4-10-2. It's still going to be a risk. It's always going to be a risk. You said no reward. The reward is that, hey, I'm the man. That's the reward. The reward is the belts. The reward is the money, the prestige, the women, the prizes, the commercials and all that. That's the prize. Because especially when they say no risk, low reward and high risk, they're saying I don't want them endorsements. If you fight somebody that you know is more of a risk for you, and you mop them, then guess what? You get more glory, right? I understand the terms, and we say a lot of things like that, but for me, I don't. Just like styles make fights. That's the only side people look at. They look at styles make fights, and I put styles make fights and styles make no fight. Sometimes there's no fight because of the styles. Like, that wasn't even a fight. Because the old styles make fight. No styles make no fight also. And you can have like a great fight, but everybody's with their risk and reward. It's all risk. You're risking your life. You're fighting. You're a professional fighter. I don't know how many amateur fights you got, but you're fighting people that in a lot of cities, in a lot of places, you got to have your hands registered when you know certain stuff. I've had the conversation with people that's close to me a lot of times, and they ask me certain questions. I say, yeah, you're supposed to. You see what I mean? So all of it, boxing, the picture, if you're 0-0, you're taking a risk on your first fight. If you don't think it's risk and reward, look at when, what's his name, Spilka. When Spilka got knocked out by Wilder. That was probably one of the closest things to death that you can have in a fight. And it was like the shot that he hit him with was like he had all the power on it too. All the power. Because he was just just getting it out. He caught him like, right in the front of the jaw. A lot of people thought it was in the back of the head. He caught him brought his jaw out when he hit him. Oh, perfect shot. Like, bam. And everybody said he peed on himself. Yeah, he might have peed on himself. He did a lot of stuff. And the thing that got me is, why is the ref even counting? He needed medical attention as soon as he hit the ground. He needed medical attention. You see his girl fainted almost. It's like, God dang, dude, really? Yes. That was terrible. He's like, bam, let's do. Come on now. So that's the risk right there. The risk is you going down, and Spilka was talking all that mess. Oh, you going down and headbutting Wilder, and you going down, and all that now. And look, see, all the bragging, that's what I'm saying. I see that with a lot of fighters. All that talk, be careful. Make sure all your reflexes and stuff is there. I just don't see Keith at that level right now. I just don't see it. So, yeah, top 10, he's definitely in my top 10. I got him up there. At least he could be as high, for me, he could be as high as 4. He can be. But it's kind of risky to put him as high as 4 because you got Ortiz and you got Boots. So it's kind of hard to put him that high. So I'll still leave him down there with Danny. Matter of fact, I'll put him a little bit above Danny right now because Danny has to be at least 6. So I have to put Keith at least with him because Danny ain't doing shit. Anytime you ain't doing shit, because no fighters is doing nothing right now. If you ain't fighting, now we can hear rumors about fights, but if you're not fighting, you ain't doing shit. If you just got out of a fight, you still ain't doing shit because you ain't fighting. If a fighter was fighting every day, it's different. Then I'll be with him like, okay, so he fight next week too, or every couple of weeks. Shit, back in the day, they might have 3 fights in one week. You kidding me? And they were fighting their own weight. They didn't have to starve themselves to get on, to get back to get their weight. Sugar Ray Robinson fighting. How many fights he fought? Like three or four fights or something in 10 days over in Europe. Are you kidding me? So he had to get on the scale each time. Yeah, this stuff, the way we have stuff now, it just don't match up, brother, the way it used to. I'm not mad because I'm still gonna be a fan. I'm still gonna I want Keith to surprise me. Ain't no way I'm against Keith. I want Keith to surprise me. The only thing I don't like about Keith is that mouthpiece. Like, keep your mouthpiece a little bit quiet, man. You're not doing, because your mouthpiece is blowing more smoke than what you're doing. And that's the only reason I say that. Same thing with Bud. Bud's mouthpiece is a little bit too big, but it kind of matches what he does. But it's just like, for me, I don't know. He just still haven't showed me. I was high up on Bud. I'm gonna tell you when I started not feeling Bud as much, even though he's still a great fighter. But when he had problems with, I think it was Benavidez or something. The one with the bad leg. When he had problems with him, that's what killed me about Bud. I'm like, nah. I said, you got a wounded dog, you're supposed to take the wounded dog out. Because wounded dogs fight harder than anybody. You don't believe that? See somebody get hurt. They just like, if you see the Wilder Brazil fight, when Wilder first hurt Brazil before he knocked him out, he had Brazil in the corner. Brazil just was throwing some monster shots behind Wilder's head. Overhand rights. Was hurting Wilder. Made Wilder back up out that shit. You see what I mean? Because he a wounded animal. Yeah, but we had our Crow today. Gil, I think Gil came in after the Crow. Gil, I don't know how many other fights. I know he does pick fights, so I know you pick more than just Keith. But yeah, we had to eat Crow in a couple of fights. We didn't do terribly bad. I don't think nobody did 50%. But we got to get on Yasser's ass because Yasser is usually here for Crow Day. But he's not here. And I know a lot of people like to come in a little bit late. But yeah, Yasser didn't come in. He missed the Crow plate. So I know he's going to have a plate. So whoever got a plate, we got it coming for y'all. We'll get y'all during the week. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is, man. This is a Monday, man. Eagles wear boxing all the time, man. What do we say? Nothing but blessings, man. Shit, I didn't see you put up no information, Derek. You said you did bad. I didn't see all that information. I thought you only missed like 2 of them. You said you did bad. You didn't miss Shields. I mean, what you missed? You only missed 2. Did you miss more than 2, Derek Bailey? I thought you only missed 2. Who else you missed? Derek, like, no, it wasn't my day. It wasn't your day. I thought you only told me like 2. I know Santa Maria got most of us. Santa Maria got us, but Quattro, he didn't get you, right? What about Contreras? I think he can get you. Eubanks didn't get you. Thurman got you. That ain't but 2. Oh yeah, you had what's it called? Yep. You had Castro. Castro got you, but that still ain't that bad. That's more than 50. And then oh, that's right. You had Long. What's his name? Dongo. You had. That's right. You had Dongo too. Yep. I forgot about that. Yep. So I don't know. You went 50, right? I think you had 50 or something. Damn, I had a bad week. They sit there and killed me, Eagle. I'm gonna try to be a better. I'm gonna try to do better at it. Yeah. We got another. You got another week coming up, brother. Yeah, you got another week coming up, man. You'll be all right. You'll recover. Yeah, a lot of us. Some of us just had a bad week. Oh, okay. I'll tweet. Yeah, he said he had walking with off the. Oh, damn. There, you went down a little bit this week. Derek's like, yeah, I fell off. Yeah, you kind of fell off, brother, but you okay. All right, salute to y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all, man.